Hello and welcome everybody to a brand new video, and today I wanted to tell you the untold reality of Russia. In recent times, my channel took a big curve into talking about Russia and telling you the truth about it. As a Russian citizen myself, which actually has left Russia. But since I'm making those videos, I'm getting a lot of comments saying that I have no idea on what I'm talking about and how amazing Russia is in reality. Well, I enjoy freedom of speech, so let's see your comments and answer them. Maybe you can prove me wrong. Maybe I've been wrong this whole time, and you in the comment section trying to prove me wrong were right all the way along. Let's start with a really interesting topic, and that topic is free healthcare in Russia. Although it's not really fair considering that you gotta pay taxes in Russia, and your taxes go into that healthcare in the first place. So it's not really that free, but at the same time, you can consider it free. This is how a hospital looks like. Something out of a horror movie. Brick walls, uncut grass, looks like something a bit abandoned. And I thought that I should find a few images of the hospital inside. I've been there, so I know how it looks like. And here we have a photo of some sort of biohazard on a pillow, which is very nice because laying down when you're sick in a hospital, nothing better than getting a new wave of some unknown virus into your system. What could be better? You come into the hospital, you get yourself a brand new disease completely free of charge. This is generally how some of the hospital beds look like. Usually you have around 6, 7, 8 people in one room. And by accident, I have found a review of some guy who didn't have enough space for him to lay down in bed when he was sick in the hospital, so he had to lay down on the chairs in the corridor. So there's an image of that. Nothing better than laying down in a corridor when you feel very, very sick. As you know, I have been documenting my life for quite a long time. And I even have a video of a Russian hospital when Evelina had problems. At that time, when she was not feeling well, we went over to a local clinic. And they said we had to take Evelina to the hospital with an ambulance because ambulances are generally quicker in other countries, but not in Russia. Well, obviously, if there's traffic, they're quicker, but if there's no traffic, no way they're quicker, because by the looks of those ambulances, you'd be surprised that it even starts up in the morning, doesn't overheat in traffic, and actually makes it to its final destination. When we reached the horrid-looking hospital just about 30 kilometers away from Moscow, they told Evelina that she has to stay in the hospital at least for over a night. So we thought, okay, this is an emergency. Evelina will have to stay there for the night, and then tomorrow morning we're gonna figure out what is actually going on and what has to be done. And in general, you try to trust doctors. You know, you think that those are the type of people that are there to save lives and to make your health better. And if you're asking me like, what problems she had and stuff like that, there was some lady problems, not gonna go deep into it, but the next morning she called me and told me that all the other 5 women that are in the same room with her are going to go under an operation. And when I heard that, I was like, there's no way that everybody who has the exact same problem as you have to go through an operation. That just does not sound right. In my head, I just imagined that you could get a shot of something or a pill or maybe drink pills for a month or 2. But no, that hospital said that she must go under operation. So when I heard that, I hopped in my Cadillac and drove straight over there. With a big scandal, I took Evelina away from there. And I thought it'll be a good idea, instead of going to the famous free Russian clinics that a lot of people who move to Russia from Western countries and make YouTube videos about it praise so much, and actually go to a private clinic in the city center of Moscow and actually spend a fortune, but at least be healthy and not worry about anything. Because Russian doctors in the free healthcare, they earn about $300. So obviously they don't even care on what's going on. What the heck is going on with my light? I'm gonna get... What the heck was that? What's going on, guys? I'm sorry. We got some technical difficulties. Give us a few minutes. Okay, guys, I think I just fixed up my light, which is very good. As I was saying, doctors in Russia usually earn $300 a month and they don't really care on what's going on. Even when Evelina was in the hospital, she was in severe pain and she was asking the doctors to give her some painkillers to relieve the pain. And they were like, who do you think you are? You're not the only one in pain. Just lay down there and suffer with pain. And Evelina was like, what the heck are you talking about? You're supposed to give me pills or something to make me feel better. But they're like, we don't have so many pills. And then I realized that they probably sell those pills to other people because their salaries are just way low. So they have to find a way to earn money selling those pills. Anyways, let's get back to the actual topic. So when me and Evelina arrived over to the private clinic in the city center of Moscow, guess what they told us? They were like, whoa, guys, she just gotta take some pills for a month and she'll be completely fine. And I was like, so what would have happened if she would have went under operation in that free healthcare hospital? They said she'd probably never, ever, ever had any kids in her life. So imagine this, right? Going to the free healthcare hospitals and clinics in Russia is actually dangerous for your life. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I tried to make this video a bit more professional, but my equipment for $5 is just not doing the part. I guess I gotta be upgrading that a bit later. Anyways, free healthcare in Russia is trash most of the times. There's probably one or two clinics that is probably good, but in general, they are all trash. And I saw some comments of people saying, what if I move to Russia? I'm a doctor. I would have loved to be a doctor in Russia. Yeah, for $300, you could be a doctor for as much as you want. Now, you might be wondering, why the heck would the doctors in that free hospital would have wanted to do some sort of an operation on Evelina? Well, my guess is, and it's not only my guess, I've actually talked to a few people that are in this sphere. They told me that surgeons get paid for each operation they did. So that day, instead of getting paid for 6 people, that surgeon got paid for 5 people. But I have no idea how he sleeps at night, knowing that he literally takes away the possibility of these women to have children in the future. I'm just glad that I took Evelina out of that hospital that day. I can't even imagine how the hospitals operate 100 kilometers away from Moscow. They must be horrible. Never ever. If you live in Russia right now, for example, don't go to a free healthcare hospital. You're just gonna make your life even worse. Getting away from the hospital talks, we're talking about Russia. So we talked a little bit about the amazing Russian free healthcare. And let's talk about something different. I've had this guy in the comment section telling me that I have no clue about Russia, I'm probably not a Russian citizen in the first place, and that you can rent out an apartment for $300 a month in Russia, and it's going to be a very nice apartment. I'm guessing he was talking about Moscow because he said St. Petersburg, and Moscow, St. Petersburg is actually in the same price range as Moscow in general, or even sometimes more expensive. But you know what? Maybe the guy has a point. Maybe something has drastically changed in the economics of Russia since I left it. So let's actually check this out. So here we are in the Avito page. This is basically like Craigslist in Russia, and let's just check out what sort of stuff you can rent out. Usually people find a apartment for rent on this website. This person told me that it costs $300 to rent out an apartment. So $300 is 27,393 rubles. 27. Okay. So let's actually check this out right here because I'm actually quite interested. You know, probably this website is going to be a bit slow for me because I'm actually outside of Russia. But let's see. So apartment here, we want to rent it out. And the price will be, let's make it, you know what? To make it even easier for the commentator, up to $328, which is 30,000 rubles. 30,000 rubles. Here we go. Here we go. On the map. Let's see. We got 35 apartments that we could check out. And supposedly, this commentator said that they're supposed to be really nice apartments for $300. Okay, so here we go. We got Moscow. So this is, wow, what am I doing? So this is the city center. So we probably want something really close to the city center, and this is the closest one we can find. One room apartment. Let's see this. One room apartment, 31 square meters. Very nice. Okay, I'm not going to allow this. What can we actually get? Oh, this is a nice complex. Oh, look at this. This looks like an amazing place to live. Wow. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, you know what? Maybe we're just taking too much. Maybe we need to take something further away. So there's another one further away right here, which is for $328 as well. Let's check it out. I don't even know what images this is, but this is supposedly it. Doesn't look as nice as the guy commented. There's another one further away. Oh, this one is actually cheaper, guys. This is for $219. $219, and this looks like a scam. What does this even say? It doesn't. Oh, here we go. Renting out an apartment, 2-bedroom, for a man without any bad habits for 20,000 rubles from 30th of August for a long time. In the other room lives another person, another guy who doesn't drink or smoke. So they're renting out a room. So this is a room in a 2-bedroom apartment, which is being rented out. Very nice. So you're going to be living with somebody in the apartment for $219. Okay, maybe this guy was talking about... Okay, so in Moscow, you could see right here, we can't rent anything out. Can we rent out a nice apartment somewhere here? Okay, this looks the exact same. It's just walls. What about over here? Like, this is like 50 kilometers away. Oh, look at this. Very nice. We finally found an apartment, which is a little bit out of the budget of what the person has said, because this actually costs $328. But you get yourself a very nice communist style apartment with some carpets on the walls. You want to have that typical Soviet experience with carpets on the walls and on the floor as well. You get some really nice communistic sofas and couches, a really nice bookshelf, a really nice balcony, as you could see right here, an amazing looking kitchen with all the amenities you need, like the television from 2002. Very flippin' nice. I love it. This is actually pretty nice. You know, you also got yourself a bathroom over here, a walk-in place, and you can see the walls are not wallpaper, it's some sort of a vinyl. Vinyl everywhere. This is the typical Soviet apartment right here, which you could rent out for $328. Now, I don't know what the guy was talking about and what is a nice apartment for him, but I would not say that this is a nice apartment. This is all really far away from Moscow. Another one right here. This is actually a decent looking apartment. Not that bad at all. But this is so far away. So far away. So it seems like you can rent for $328 something to live in, for sure. Look at this. 25,000 rubles, which is around like $240. You get an apartment like this. Very, very nice. So, in a sense, you can rent yourself an apartment somewhere far away in the outskirts of Moscow for $328. and actually be living there, but it's going to be a very small Soviet-style apartment with, you're just going to be able to live there. But even considering this is already a big price to pay. Like I said before, people in Moscow earn around $300 to $600 in general. So imagine you're earning $600 or $700 in Russia, you would pay $300 for the apartment, then you'll have to pay for groceries, electricity, transportation, and you're going to be left with absolutely nothing. I have to say that I am pleasantly surprised that you're actually able to rent out an apartment for $328. You were right. I was wrong. I thought it'd be impossible, but I'm not sure. You were talking about Moscow, not the Moscow outskirts. But anyways, you can. 40, 50 kilometers away from Moscow, you could rent yourself an apartment like that. But if you, for example, work as a shopkeeper in that area, you're going to be earning $300. So here you could see the reality of Russia, the reality of healthcare, and that you have to be careful considering even going there. And at the same time, you guys have been seeing the news when even kids were sent to prison as spies because they could take a photo of a tank, and then that is considered to be spying. So if you're a foreigner going to Russia, you have to be very careful at whatever you're doing. I don't know why you would go to Russia. Maybe you got family there, but if you don't, I think it's a nice place to visit after the government actually changes. A lot of people live in their countries. For example, the United States, England, and in most cases, they don't realize how amazing freedom of speech is and how great their countries are. I know a lot of you have problems inside of your countries, but there are not as big of problems as in Russia. In your countries, you could speak out about those problems and somebody will hear you about it and fix them. In Russia, if you speak out about the problems and somebody hears you, you're gonna end up in jail. Thank you very much for watching this video, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and comment what you think about this in the comment section below. I'll see you guys next time.